Hello, everybody. Thank you for clicking on. Today is May the 7th. It is the 127th day of the year. There have been 200 mass shootings. Just something to think about. This episode is in response to the interview that was played from Grandmaster Jay. A very good interview, succinct, positive responses to the questions that were posed. Unfortunately, that interview has been disputed. Now, the interview is temporarily down while I wait for a response I submitted to some legal sources. Having had interns in the past that are now attorneys does pay off. This is my response to the critiques, the slanderous claims that came from that episode. Now, before I begin, that episode is still available, even though it's not available on my channel at this time. It is still available, and in the description below you can find out where you can indeed watch the episode, because it's not about money for me. Okay, I put the episode down simply because as I said, I'm awaiting response from legal resources, and I took the video down when it was at 700 and some views. If it would have gotten to 1,000, I would have made 18 cents. Yeah, that's what you make per 1,000 views as a YouTube content provider. So this is not about money. Actually, it's just the opposite for me. For a lot of people, this is about money. Here's my opening statement. The NFAC was formed to protect and police the Black community. Part of that policing is exposing those allegedly scamming and grifting off of that community. Grifting, for those that do not know, is simply taking money or trying to raise money for one purpose when in actuality it's going to be used for something else, and many times for personal use. Now, if you aren't a scammer or a grifter, you probably have no problem with the Grandmaster Jay message. So ask yourself, please, those that do have a problem, what is their motive? Those that do have a problem, what is their motive? Do you remember all the money, all the money that I've raised for Grandmaster Jay, for Ozone, and all the money I've had you send in to me? No, you don't, because I don't do that. Never done that, never will. Now, we've posted links for Grandmaster Jay's Legal Defense Fund. We have posted links for a young lady that has ALS in another community, and we've posted various ways that you can help people, including how to help Ozone. But we never say, send the money to me and I'll make sure it gets to them. The ones that say that are the ones that seem to be having a problem with the Grandmaster Jay message that he put out, which included calling some of those people out for doing that. Now, as far as I'm concerned, it's allegedly, because I don't know. However, over the next, tomorrow I've got a full episode. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of this week. Any one of those days, anybody that has been called out that wants to come on live with me and wants to show receipts of, this is the money I brought in and this is how it got to Grandmaster Jay. If you're willing to do that, please do come on. if you're one of the alleged people. And you all know who you are. Many of you have already communicated with me. You know how to get a hold of me. The email's in the description below. Now, if you want to help Grandmaster Jay, John Fitzgerald Johnson, we're going to show you how to do that. And it's really just this easy. It begins with, okay, thank you. It begins with MoneyGram. With MoneyGram, you can pay bills, you can send money, and it's the most efficient way to send money to Grandmaster Jay, John Fitzgerald Johnson. Here we have a step-by-step how to send funds using MoneyGram. And let's play this brief video just so you can see how to actually get the funds to the man.
A step-by-step guide on how to send funds using MoneyGram to an inmate with the following information. Prisoner's register number 20257509. Facility, Ashland FCI. Inmate's name, John F. Johnson. Obtain the correct information about the inmate you want to send money to, such as their full name, ID number, and facility location. In this case, the inmate's name is John F. Johnson, their register number is 20257509, and the facility is Ashland FCI. Go to the MoneyGram website or visit a MoneyGram location near you. You can use the MoneyGram Agent Locator tool on their website to find a nearby location. Fill out the necessary forms and provide the required information. Enter the name and location of the correctional facility, which in this case is Ashland FCI. Enter John F. Johnson's full name and register number 20257509. Choose the payment method you prefer. You can use a credit or debit card, cash, or a bank account to send the funds. Pay the transaction fee. MoneyGram charges a fee for sending money, and the fee will vary depending on the amount you are sending and the payment method you choose. Keep the receipt. The receipt will contain important information such as the MoneyGram reference number, which you will need in case you need to track your transfer or if there are any issues with the transaction. Wait for confirmation. MoneyGram will typically send a confirmation email or text message once the funds have been transferred. The amount may take several days to become available to the inmate, depending on the facility's policies and procedures. That's it. With these steps, you should be able to successfully send funds to John F. Johnson at Ashland FCI using MoneyGram.
You see, that's how we do it here on this program. We tell you how to get the money to the people. We don't say send the money to us and we'll make sure it gets to the people. I have no motive for putting the truth out other than the truth matters. Now, why does, let me see if I can get back here real quick. And go to this. This is why the money needs to go where we are telling you to put it, because everything has to be purchased, and it costs a lot of money for a lot of things. Taster's Choice coffee to start out with is $8.70 per, and you can get 2 of them at a time. The numbers refer to how many an inmate can get at one time. The K's or the dollar signs refer to whether they are available to all inmates, or if inmates on restriction are allowed to purchase them. And you can see as we scroll down everything from non-prescription medicines, artificial tears, allergy tablets, aspirin, Aleve. Aleve is $5.35, and you can get 1 pill at a time. So you can see why it's important, especially important to Grandmaster Jay, that the money goes where he can access it. And he's telling people through this channel to send the money to where he can access it. He cannot access the Give, Send, Go. He's asked you not to send money there anymore. The people that run the Give, Send, Go are probably going to ask you to keep sending money. Just something to think about. So I'm going to answer some questions real quick before I wrap this up. Some questions that the most asked question. First of all, AI. What you heard there in how to send money to Grandmaster Jay, that is AI. It's pretty easy to tell because it's all monotone and it goes in one button. There's no influx. There's no rhyming patterns. There's no consistent speech patterns and alterations that come with normal human beings. And it's a danger. And we've talked about it on this show before, and we will continue to talk about it. Why would they say that I am AI? Why would they say Grandmaster Jay's message is AI? Because they've used AI to recycle his old messages and try to profit off of it. He says it himself. I'm not making an accusation. I'm alleged. He is saying it. They are and have doing this. And that's why this needed to come out now. Once again, that episode, while it's not available on this channel temporarily, it is available on another channel, and you will be able to see that channel in the description below. So that answers the AI question. One more thing about the AI question. In the past, they said, okay, you take everybody, you take a, a sampling of someone's speech and you put it all together. Well, first of all, if you listen to the episode and the responses to the questions I submitted, he refers to me as Barry, and he does so repeatedly. And he had everything written down. He's a very prepared, very intelligent chess player when others are playing checkers. And this normally he would refer to me simply as Doofus or American Doofus channel. And this case, it is an interview, if you will, as close as we can get at this time. He's in federal prison, remember, and I am not looked at as by the system as traditional media because I'm not traditional media. So while I am trying to get to where we can have a conversation in person, so there's absolutely no doubt, we're not there yet. And I submitted the questions. He answered the questions and in a very succinct way. And he says, Barry, this is going to be controversial, but it has to be said. And he talks about where the money is going. And that's why he wanted this out now. Last question. Why my channel? Well, we go back 3 years. All right. We're not best friends. We don't hang out. We have had a relationship based upon alternative media over a 3-year period. My channel is neutral, and he knows that. He knows that I've had people that disagree with him on here, as well as people that support him on here. And he knows I'm going to give you the truth. Sometimes the truth hurts. Sometimes the truth is hard to accept. Sometimes people do not want to hear the truth. The truth in this situation is send the money as we've instructed, and it will get to Grandmaster Jay. And that should be your main focus. Okay, back to why my channel. We've had a relationship. And as far as channels that have been around since July 4th and Stone Mountain and are still around and still relevant, they asked why my channel and not the other one. I'm assuming the other one is Moorish World TV. Now, while Taraka Bay is a bulldog going after grifters and scammers in the Black community, he and Grandmaster Jay do not have the greatest relationship, and I don't think um, I don't think there's any question as to why it was sent to me. Because, first of all, because I requested it. I requested it a long time ago, and it was put to me. Look, Jay wants to get a message out, and I said, okay. Can you ask some questions? I said, okay. I submitted the questions. Can't talk about NFAC. Okay. I rewrote the questions. I submitted them. He answered them, again, succinctly and intelligently. And a few people had a problem with the way he answered, but it is him. And for those, again, that he mentioned, I haven't mentioned anybody's name, and I won't. But if you want to come on and you have receipts and you can show, now, yeah, I'm not going to have you on and we're not going to argue. This is serious. This is a man's life. All right. This is trying to help someone that is imprisoned, and imprisoned longer than I personally feel he should. Again, we've had 200 mass shootings, 127 days in a year. Grandmaster Jay never fired a shot. Just something to think about. So the offer's out there if you want to come on live Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. And normally I'm not on Friday, but I will do a special if you want, if that's the only day we can do it. And you better bring your receipts, because otherwise I'm going to just end it. You're not going to just come on and blah, 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 blah. No, you come on with receipts and say, here it is. I'm going to say, okay, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. And you'll never see that episode again. But right now it's only down temporarily, and it will be back up very soon. Now, if you've restreamed that episode and you did not have permission to do so, normally I wouldn't care. This time I care, because this isn't about me. This isn't about money. It's about Grandmaster Jay, John Fitzgerald Johnson's message. And if you've restreamed this and you didn't have permission, consider this an advisory. I advise you to delete it, not just make it private, but delete it. And I'm giving everybody 24 hours to do so that has restreamed it without permission. Again, normally I don't care for the most part. This time I do, because you see, I provide the content. I'm not supposed to be the content. This time you've made me the content, and that's not how it works on this channel. This time, if you do not have permission, you will be struck. Everyone has 24 hours to delete that video, and I would highly advise you to do so. Now, again, it's not a threat, not a promise, it's an advisory, it's a warning, and it's the right thing to do. And that's why I'm addressing it now. All right. Thank you very much for clicking on. Thank you for watching. I have our regular program tomorrow night live, beginning at 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 9 p.m. Central, 7 Mountain, or 8 Mountain, 7 Pacific. And then we'll take it from there. Tomorrow night, we're going to do our regular news stories, and then we will feature our ladies only panel that are regulars, our regular 2 contributors, Cunning Stunt and GA from CA will be on with us. And we're going to talk sex. Ladies only. If you would like to join the ladies, send me an email, and it's in the description below. Once again, not in the initial episode and not in this episode have I asked for a dime for anything. I'm telling you how to get the money to Grandmaster J, John Fitzgerald Johnson. He needs the money. And if you want to make sure it goes where it should go, follow the instructions in this video. It's that simple. If you want to keep giving to others that say they're giving to him, okay, go ahead. I'm serious, and I'm being very serious. Okay, go ahead. If you feel good about it, go ahead. But consider asking for receipts where that money's going. Just something to think about. Again, thank you all for clicking on. I'll be back tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, with another edition of Doofus After Dark, a regular edition. We're not going to be talking about any of this. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.